Hey guys, the Foxy Gamer here. Some notes for today's update have been released for the global server. Unfortunately, it looks like most people are going to be very disappointed. Let's take a look. It looks like the only new Digimon being released right now is going to be the Silphymon Jogress. The global server is finally getting their first data Jogress. With the release of Silphymon, this of course means they're going to be putting in both the Gatomon and the Hawkmon Jogress line into the cash shop. It also looks like there's going to be a package associated with them. Hopefully that comes with a slight discount. Do notice that this package is going to be only sold for 3 weeks. Strangely enough, the whole event period is 5 weeks, not the normal 4 weeks. Since there's a couple of things only being sold for 3 weeks, I bet it's pretty likely that they're going to release something new after those 3 weeks. Hopefully the 5 armored Digivolutions we thought we were going to get. At least with the Silphymon Jogress being released, now we know they could do Alomon and Shurimon. Also for the Gatomon Jogress line, we know that they're going to release Goatmon later on. Let me know if you guys are going to be picking up the Silphymon Jogress to prepare. Anyway, besides the possibly disappointing Jogress line being released now, let's look at the other things. One notable thing from the list is Jogress evolution stats increased. Whatever this is only going to last 5 weeks. And I do say whatever this is because the Korean server hasn't had an event like this. Are they going to be increasing the stats temporarily for all the Jogress? Or is it just going to be for Silphymon, since Silphymon really needs it? Or there's even also the chance that they're just talking about the halves that make up the Jogress. For Silphymon's case, that's Gatomon and Hawkmon. I guess we'll have to wait and see. One other thing that's going to last 5 weeks are the Savers avatars added. It sounds like they're going to be new costumes for the Season 5 Tamers. Alright, moving right along, let's actually talk about a thing we do know stuff about. One of the items on the list is the random box of burst mode items. So it looks like they're finally adding this item that I talked about in my global possible update quite a while ago. Thankfully, they've given us a list of what burst mode items are possible. There's the Holy Spear for Silphymon, the Hyper Cannon for Chaosdramon, the Critical Arm for Fujinmon, the Omega Blade for Paladin mode, the Toy Gun for Byazomon Blast mode, Malomyotismon and Craniumon's burst mode item, and finally 3 very special ones, the Alarm Clock for Belphemon Rage mode. I believe this was the very first limited time burst mode item on the global server, so it's finally making a return. The Furious Claw for Demon Beast mode. For the global server, this is going to be the first time this burst mode item was somehow going to be available through the cash shop. Previously, the only way it was given out was through an event. And finally, the most important one, the Lucimon Satan Mode Burst Mode item, which is really the whole point of this Gamble Burst Mode box. Unfortunately, this seems to confirm one thing that we all thought, which is that they're never going to release this Burst Mode item as a standalone item in the cash shop. In total, there's 10 Burst Mode items, so if you're going to go for this one, there's only a 10% chance. Although I bet a lot of people are going to be going for this box, just to try to get the Alarm Clock, the Furious Claw, or of course this one, Satan Mode's Burst Mode item. And finally, in case you guys are wondering how much this random Burst Mode item box is going to cost, on the Korean server it was about the price of 3 Burst Mode items, so it's definitely not going to be cheap. Let me know in the comments if you guys are interested in this random Burst Mode item box. Moving along, another interesting item is going to be added to the game. The item is called Mid Data, also known on the Korean server as medium or intermediate data. This mid or medium data doubles the chance of being able to hatch your Digimon. Take advantage and use it in combination with hatch backups. Finally, there's new one thing in the patch notes worth mentioning. There's going to be 5 new deck system buffs being added. To be honest, none of these are very good at all. Probably the only one worth mentioning is a Seafood buff one, and really only because of the Chimeramon raid boss. It gives you 10% more HP. Also, since we're getting these new deck system buffs, I'm pretty sure this is also going to include the update to the Sovereign buff, which will drop it down to a 25% increase in critical. Anyway, that pretty much wraps it up. Let me just quickly mention, don't forget to trade in your event coins, your Chimeramon leather, or any of your Miracle Ring scrolls. Today is going to be the last day to trade in your items, so you better do it before the maintenance. Let me know what items you guys got with your event coins, and also do let me know what you guys think of the Silphymon Jogress being released. Are you going to be picking up to be prepared for Goatmon, Alomon, and Shurimon? Or are you just going to skip them? I'll leave a link here to Silphymon's skill and stats video, and also to the Digimon and Hawkmon Jogress quest. Write your thoughts on this update down below. Don't forget to subscribe and leave questions down below too. And I'll see you guys later.